Thanks everyone for joining me. My name is April. I'm with Your Photo Travel Guide, and today I'm having a conversation with another traveler. Welcome, Meredith. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, so I met you, Meredith. You're the founder of Globetrot Gal, and you have your blog,
Yes.
blogguide.com. But we met at TBEX in Quebec City this summer. So I wanted to chat a little bit about TBEX and share some information for others who might be curious about what TBEX is and, what your takeaways were. So,
Yeah, TBEX, it's the travel blogging or blogger exchange. I'm not sure which one. Although I think it's mostly bloggers, but I think now it's expanded to any type of travel creator. I mean, we met people that were, don't even have
yeah.
um and I they've been around for quite a long time. This was my first TBEX. I almost didn't go, and I can't believe I didn't because it was just such an amazing opportunity. It was, I mean, inspirational. Like it was amazing to meet people. I didn't expect the community to be quite as sort of social and welcoming and non-judgmental, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I was kind of curious what like prompted you to attend this year and how you found out about it and
Yeah, I've been traveling, I mean, solo or mostly solo a lot since about 2018. Um, and I've had people be like, "Oh, you should start a travel blog." But I'm like, "No, I was working. Like, I'm not that person who quit my job at 22 and like
yeah.
went off to backpack around the world. Like, couldn't do that then and still couldn't do that now. No backpacking for me." But uh but when I quit my corporate job and then had been traveling for about a year, that was sort of my sabbatical, and I was like, "You know what? Like, other people do this. Why can't I?" Um,
Good. Yeah.
and it was honestly like 2 months after I bought my domain name that I had signed up for it was like a virtual travel blogger summit of some sort, and somebody mentioned TBEX, and I was like, "What's that?" Only to find out that they had just, I think I don't remember which one, like the year before's one was just happening, and then when they opened registration for Quebec City, I was like, "I'm on it."
Yeah.
So I signed up like a year in advance, which actually makes it really affordable. I think it was
Yeah,
like
it is.
$240 or something like that, considering what you get. And Yeah, so I sort of was like excited about it for a year. I don't even think I had my Instagram handle like when I filled out the application form. But I didn't even know travel blogging conferences existed. I've explained that to a lot of people. What? Like, yeah,
Right.
it's really
Yeah,
awesome.
exactly. Yeah, I know. And it's like when I first went too, it's like a travel bloggers because I don't really consider myself a blogger or
Yeah.
you know, it's so much more than that, really. It's kind of evolved.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm that part of it was really interesting because I guess I'm more, well, trying to get into the social media side of things, but more of a traditional blogger. But you do this podcast, you do tours. There were definitely a handful of the youngins who have, are 22 and have an Instagram and a TikTok, and that's it. Um, and then there were, people who've been doing this for or blogging for like 25 years and
Yeah.
so I think being a new blogger and new to T-Box, I expected people to be a little more like clicky or like, oh, here's the we know what we're doing, folks, and here's the newbies, and it just wasn't like that at all.
Good. Well, yeah, I'm really glad you felt that because this was my third one, and I really
Okay.
felt that from the first one I went to, that it wasn't like, oh, you've not been doing this very long, or you don't have thousands and thousands of
Right.
followers. It's not like that. I mean, there's such a diverse group of writers, and like you said, people that have had podcasts forever, and people that get paid to do this. I mean,
Hmm.
I'd love to get paid, but it's not like I know
Phew.
that's not like I can't make that my ultimate goal because I know I'm still kind of new at it and it takes time and I don't
Yeah.
have all the tools in place. So,
Yeah, exactly. And you know, to that point, like I think on the pre-Bex tour, which for the uninitiated, another when I say you get a lot
yeah.
with your registration fee, um, that was which one did you do?
I did, let's see, I actually did like a food walk, But you
Oh,
do
right. Okay. I heard that was really good.
But you do, I think for like again, if you register like about a year in advance and you can go on their website and find out what they've got planned. I mean, it's like $250 kind of
Yeah,
roughly because I know I already signed up for Richmond for next year and it's like $250 and you get like the 2 days worth of meals and classes and workshops and these pre-bex tours, which some people
right.
I think some people got two TBEX tours.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but yes, some people definitely went out too.
Which one were you on? Which one did you take?
I did the Montmorency Falls and the Ile
Oh,
d'Orléans. So it
cool.
was we went out to that huge waterfall. It's like 5 minutes from Quebec City. I didn't do the zip lining, but that was an option. And then we drove out to Ile d'Orléans, which is a huge island in the middle of the river, and it's
Yeah.
just a lot of like mom and pop. There's a vineyard, there was a cassis producer, there was a cider producer. So we we drank a decent amount all afternoon, but and ate.
Yeah, I know the food was amazing that they
It was
provided.
really good.
So,
And Quebec City just like rolled out the red carpet for us. I mean, the so in addition to the pre-box tour that you get, the opening party on the boat with like the circus performers and the food, and
yeah.
that closing party with the sort of indigenous like dancing and fashion designers and throat singing, and it was really incredible.
Yeah, it was super, super amazing. So, were there some of the sessions that you thought were kind of like standouts for you? Which were some of the ones you attended?
Um, I honestly like I don't think anything was bad. Even some that I went to that like I went to the one on drones and I don't have a drone and left thinking I need to go buy a drone.
Right. Well, that's cool. Yeah.
I don't think that was the point of the session, but I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then I looked at how much they cost and
Right.
I'll go
Yeah. And
for
that's a
later.
whole nother thing to get into with drones is like where
Yeah.
you can use them and how you can use them and
But it was everything from that to like the SEO sessions were helpful, even though SEO, who knows what's going on with Google these days. Um, Trying to even think what other sessions I went to.
yeah, there was sessions like pretty much on everything from like
Yes.
videos to not I think there was something about grant writing even. There was
Yeah.
I
Yes.
mean, there was a lot of variety of sessions. It was kind of hard to choose sometimes what you wanted to go to, I
Yeah,
thought.
absolutely. And the food sessions too, like the wine and cheese tasting. Although I had like a speed networking thing the second day, so I didn't want to go do that beforehand.
Right, yeah.
So I was bummed I didn't actually get to go to either of those, but those looked really good.
Yeah. So, did you do some of the networking opportunities? Because they offered a lot of chances to network with each other and with these different destinations that came. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I think that was the part where I definitely will do things differently when I go back. So my travel blog is currently like it's not meant to be, but that's just sort of where I started was on European travel because it's pretty much the brunt of what I've done. And a lot of the destinations that were there and had tables in the networking area were like, were US based destinations or Canadian destinations. Um, so I was like, oh, they probably don't want to talk to me. And then there were the other ones like the rental car place and the
Yeah.
like global rescue or whatever that I don't know what they do. And I think I realized afterwards that I should have just like they're just there to chat and let you know what they're all about. And I kind of wish I would have spent the free time I had just saying hi. Um,
Yeah, which they were there, like they were there in between sessions.
mhm,
And so if you didn't have it, you weren't sure if you wanted to go to a session, they were just there. And it was, I think there were good opportunities just to connect with, everyone's there because they're interested in travel. So we automatically share that
great.
interest and places they've been or what they are offering or looking for. Because I think
Right.
it is a misconception that they all want a 20-year-old like blogger with millions of followers. I think that perception's a little off, you know?
That's a really good point. And that was the one that was another thing that this conference really underscored for me because I think like a lot of times I found myself, I was like the youngest person in the group, and I'm 46, so I'm not like not a young anymore. Um, and that was really encouraging because you do, you're so bombarded with
Right.
the travel content on social media, and you're like, well, I'm not that person anymore, and I can't be because I've aged out of the 20-year-old age bracket. Um, and it feels like a lot of pressure to be something that you're not. And there were just so many people there that are just themselves, like they're very genuine, and that was really encouraging to me.
Good. Yeah, that was. So, did you do a little of the speed networking? Did you sign up
Oh
for
yeah,
it or
sorry.
oh, no, it's okay.
Get off topic. Yeah, so I was sort of not for my travel blog, for my law blog. I met with Stay 22, which
Oh,
is
nice.
they aggregate the affiliate marketing. So I'm actually going to be working with them on a legal resource.
Yay.
They were like, "Oh, you're a travel blogger and you do legal stuff." It's like, "Yeah." So that's in the works. So that was actually really cool. They're going to pay me, which is
Oh, wow. This is yay.
I
See?
know, right? My dad was thrilled.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. I mean, that you went to this conference and you came away with something that's gonna pay an opportunity.
Anything,
Yeah,
right?
that's huge right there.
Yeah, so that was, and I honestly, I half expected them to be like, I don't know about legal stuff, but they were so open and welcoming. And I think that goes back to what I would do differently. It's just like those people, everyone at the tables, regardless of their business, is there to be social. Um, and there's always something to learn because they sat down and they were like, tell us more.
Right.
Um, and so it's evolved into I'm doing a blog post for them and like a little like legal resource that people can download about like affiliate disclosures basically.
No, that's very
So
cool.
on the legal side. So that'll be good. We're just
Yeah.
now. But again, like because that came of it, I'm like, I should have talked to other people.
That's okay, but I mean, that's good. You like kind of went with just open, like not sure what to expect, and now you have like new expectations for follow-up stuff. I think that's great.
Yeah, definitely. And I met a couple just I think it was going to and from coming to and from the opening party and the closing party on the buses that they put us on. Uh, a couple people were from just different destinations, and again, I was like, they were so nice to talk to. I was like,
Yeah.
why was I just milling around by myself and not being social?
And I was trying to think if they really had any sessions about kind of the legalities, because I'm sure since you
There,
educate people about kind of like content laws, or there's this big discussion now about AI stealing our blogging
yes.
content that we put out there, right?
Yeah, I could go on for hours about that. That's my opinions, but there was a legal session. I didn't go to it because I was like, I'll watch the recap maybe, but I'm
Right.
sure,
Yeah.
pretty sure I'm up to speed on all that stuff. Um, but yeah, I was actually surprised. I may in the future even apply to like be a speaker or something because there was it is I think because I'm in it all day long every day and have been for a really long time, I just assume that everyone knows stuff, like knows all the legal stuff. But there was a girl who had she was sitting at our lunch table actually.
Oh.
She had mentioned that she had put a reel up, and it was, I forget, one of the Caribbean islands. Tourism boards had reposted it without her permission, and it had gone viral. And she had reached out to them, and they were like ignoring her. And
Oh my
I
gosh.
didn't realize until after she mentioned that in a session. I asked her afterwards. I said, did they even ask for permission?" And she said no. And I was like, "That's like such a basic copyright violation." And she was like, "Really?"
Well, yeah, that's a complete basic, especially if she
Yes.
can see that they just totally ripped it and shared it
Right.
as their own. I mean, and that does get difficult, I'm sure, because, if she's based in the US and it's a foreign country,
Yeah, there's
like there's these
the
all these,
cross-border stuff is.
right. Yeah, it gets kind of difficult now to track that down and try to do something about it. But it is a concern and frustrating and,
Yeah, and I think so the legal session I think touched maybe less on that, but I think it was more about just setting things up as a business. Because that's, an important piece of it.
yeah, exactly. So how did you like Quebec City itself? Had you been there before?
I had not.
Because I hadn't either, to be honest.
Yeah, it was really great. I mean, I'd heard good things about it from one of my good friends who'd been there. But I wasn't quite sure what to expect, and I think it really exceeded my expectations. Because it's super adorable. And the food scene was amazing. I
Oh
wish
my
I'd had
gosh.
more time to like go
Yeah,
out.
exactly. Me too. Just to wander the streets and try different stuff. It's like
Yeah.
they fed us so much at lunch sometimes. I felt like when I left, I'm like, you know what, I'm not really hungry.
Yeah, no, same. And they had the snacks like in the morning and the afternoon. And um another thing we got, free really good coffee.
Yeah, oh, I know. And then there was like the goodie bags
Oh
even. Like,
yeah.
I mean, that was filled with like honey and like a box of chocolates and like all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, that little the little ring light thing. Actually, I have it on my desk.
Oh, you do? I know I need to get mine out and use it.
It's actually great.
Is it?
Yeah, and Tim Leffel,
Yeah.
I don't know why I hadn't signed up for his newsletter, but I did recently. And it was funny, he mentioned it. He was he was like, I got this great little giveaway ring light that's been a lifesaver for phone calls in like dark hotel rooms.
Oh.
And I was like, I have one of those too.
Yeah, exactly. Now I gotta go dig it out of my
Yeah,
bag. I've been so busy, it's like I haven't even completely, sadly,
um,
unpacked yet.
I hear you.
So for creators, what are three things that you might advise people that are thinking about TBACs and where to start? Do you have some suggestions?
Um, I think just don't hesitate to sign up, especially as early as you can, because as we mentioned, you save a ton of money by doing it early, and they will switch your registration if you can't go, which is huge. Because I actually had bought a ticket to the Ireland one coming up, but I just can't make it work with like a guest coming. But anyway, um, and I hadn't signed up for Richmond yet, so I emailed right after Quebec and I said, "Hey, can I switch my registration?" They were like, "Yep, no problem. Here, do this," and blah 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 blah. So
Wow,
you
cool.
don't lose your money, which is actually really nice.
No, that is really nice because a lot of conferences out there, it's like you sign
Oh
up,
yeah,
you give them your money, you're done, and you're
yeah,
lucky if you get some recordings afterwards.
yeah. I don't think they advertise that because I didn't really know that until somebody else mentioned it. But or I mean, it's on their website, but it's a little hard to find. But anyway, so sign up early. Don't I guess I think I'll go into it next time just being as social as I can and not being nervous about meeting people because it's really a no judgment zone. I mean, even after I got home, I was looking up, because you're wandering
Yes.
around and everyone's giving you their Instagram handle, and then afterwards, I finally had some time to look through, and like a couple of the girls on my pre-bex tour have like 100,000 followers on Instagram, and I was like, holy
Wow.
crap!
Oh my gosh.
I
Yeah.
know, but you never would have known it from talking to them. Like they were so nice.
Yeah, exactly. They were so approachable. I mean, people just sat down. I never
Yeah,
felt like there was a moment where, if I was just hanging out, someone wouldn't just approach me or come up and start
right.
talking to me
And
either.
I think that's how we met. I think you were sitting there already, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, can I eat lunch here?" And you were like, "Sure." Um, so that would be another piece of advice. Just like don't hesitate, just march up to people and introduce yourselves and start a conversation because no, 90% of the people there don't know anybody else, or they know like one person that they met at TBEC. I'll
Right.
recognize
Yeah.
you, but like,
Yeah,
um,
exactly.
and the third piece of advice, take notes and like do a brain dump when you get home because that's a lot of information and it's really fun and overwhelming. And I tried to take like very detailed notes, which I don't usually do, but in life, but it was really nice to have that when I got home because I only had a week and a half and then I was leaving again on a trip, so I had
Yeah.
going on when I got home. And I'm really glad right now I have that to reference because there was a lot of valuable stuff I just wouldn't have remembered.
Oh yeah, and people too. It's like, take cards or
Yes.
I mean, I noticed too if I took pictures of people's tag and I could put a face with their name, then I was like, okay, now I remember what we kind of talked about or what places or what information they might be able to share with me.
No, that's a really good point. Cards were really helpful, and paper cards still reign supreme, at least at TBEX. And I would like occasionally like write on them like, oh, this person, blah, 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 blah,
Oh, that's a good
met in
idea.
this session or whatever. So that was helpful too, because again, like it's a lot of stuff that's going in your brain in 4 days.
Yeah, completely. So you said you're looking forward to the next one. So, and you mentioned some things. Are there sessions that you hope that they include in the next TBACs? I mean, there's so much they already cover. It's kind of hard to think of what else
Yeah,
is out there.
I think I don't know specifically, honestly. It was such a well-rounded uh group of sessions. And then because we get the recordings, although I'm not sure
Yeah.
how long that's going to take, I've heard a couple of months. Um, that was the other nice part was like, I was like, oh shoot, these are both at the same time, but oh wait, I don't have to choose because I can watch, which one do I want now? Which one can I
Right.
have months to watch? So I remember seeing sessions where I'm like, oh, okay, well, great, I'll go watch that one later. Um, so I don't even know. I mean, they do such a good job of curating it, I feel like.
Yeah, I do too, because I really covered like so many things from like publishing and video and I mean just all aspects now of travel related content that it's pretty all inclusive. I think it's gone far past what everyone thinks of as a travel blogger, I'd say.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And the gosh, I don't I don't have criticism really.
No, that's great. Well, thanks, Meredith, for sharing about TBEX. So, if you want to tell everyone where to find you and your travel content, or if they have questions about legal stuff too, if you want to share your
Yeah.
info.
My travel blog is globetrotgal.com, all one word. And my legal website is a blog law guide, no the, all one word.com.
Sounds great. Thank you so much, Meredith.
Thanks for having me.